Hey, my name's Michael. In this video, I want to talk about why HVAC companies need a website in 2024. Now, I know some of you guys have been in business for hundreds of years off word of mouth, and you never had a website. You might think you don't need one, and like that could totally be true if you wanted to stay where you're at and just rely on word of mouth. But if you want to become a real business that doesn't rely on one channel and their past customers to bring them work, then you're gonna have to start somewhere, and that somewhere could be a website. I want to talk about all the different reasons why you do need a website, and the first one is going to be changing landscape of consumer behavior. And I'm going to start off by talking about the traditional methods that you guys use to bring in work. So before technology grew to where it is today, a lot of companies were capable of living lavish with these traditional methods, such as word of mouth, newspaper ads, direct mail, door hangers, billboards, all that sort of stuff. Now, back then, if you were the first company that they called, chances are that you got the job. But as everyone knows it, the consumer landscape is constantly evolving, and if you don't keep up, you'll be left behind. And I want to quickly explain to you why these traditional methods are failing nowadays. And it's mainly because of the rise of technology. People are spending more time online researching everything from the best restaurants to the most complex home repairs. This means that potential customers are now comparing HVAC companies side by side right on their smartphones. And I just want to show you some statistics really quickly without boring you. So, Google processes 5.9 million searches every single minute, and 63% of those searches are done in the US alone on mobile devices. 77% of consumers use Google when they're looking for local business information. 21% of the people in the US use the internet to find local businesses each day. And the number of searches for near me has increased 500% in the past years. So that's going to be like your AC repair near me, HVAC companies near me type searches. That has increased 500% in the past years. 28% of searches with the near me keyword lead to purchases. And in case you want to fact check me, here are my sources. Another reason is that younger generations are different. So if the stats aren't enough for you, it's time that you start thinking about the younger generations becoming homeowners. It's important to realize that the younger generation didn't really grow up the same way that the older folks did. For example, back in the day, it was much more common to create in person connections, which made it really easy to say, "Oh, I know a guy that fixes air conditioners. Let me introduce you to him." The current and upcoming generations unfortunately don't get to experience things like that, so they don't really have the same connections and word of mouth opportunities that you did. Instead, what they prioritize is convenience and speed. They turn to their smartphones or computers to find local services instantly. It's just so much easier for them. As I've mentioned before, people nowadays want to compare companies side by side and do their own research. Another thing that having a website does is enhances your credibility and professionalism, and it also will help address consumer expectations for an online presence. So, consumers nowadays are more informed, they're more demanding and more impatient than ever before. And thanks to the internet, they have access to a wealth of information at their fingertips, which means that they expect businesses to be accessible, to be transparent, responsive, and to be experts. With so many options available online, consumers rely on information to make informed decisions. So they want to know things like what services are offered, if you do heating, cooling, refrigeration, that sort of stuff. They also want to have some sort of clear understanding of what type of pricing you offer. And one of the most important things actually is the company reputation. So you need to have your Google reviews going on, you need to have testimonials on your website, stuff like that. They also want to know if you offer emergency services and if you offer financing options, especially nowadays. Not a lot of people can drop 5 to 10K on a new system. Financing is extremely attractive nowadays. Without easy access to this information, potential customers will likely turn to a competitor that does give them this information. And it also would give you a competitive advantage to those that don't have a website. So, for example, if you're comparing yourself to a HVAC company that doesn't have a website and you do, you're going to be more visible than them, you're going to appear more credible than them, and you're going to overall give a better customer service experience because you can have online tools like a live chat or an FAQ, which can improve customer service. And by meeting these consumer expectations, providing essential information, and leveraging your website for a competitive advantage, your HVAC company can stand out a lot from your competitors and attract more customers. Another thing that your website can do is showcase your services and expertise, and I'll get a little more into detail about that here. So I'm going to talk about the importance of service pages. In case you don't know what a service page is, I want you to think of it sort of as an individual online brochure for each service that your HVAC company offers. So these are dedicated web pages that are focused entirely on a specific service, so providing detailed information and benefits. So some examples of service pages include an AC repair service page, a furnace installation page, duct cleaning, and all of these pages would, for example, detail common AC problems, repair processes, emergency services, pricing, and all that sort of stuff. And in case you don't understand why these matter, you don't make service pages for no reason. They're important because they offer focused information, they enhance the user experience, they're able to visitors are easily able to find the information that they need. And it'll also increase your conversions and build trust because you're able to offer them the information that they're looking for. Essentially, you can look at it as service pages being an online sales representative, and it's working to attract and convert potential customers. Other things that service pages can do is educate potential customers. So you can also create well structured FAQ sections on each and every service page or any page on your website for that matter. And it can be a very valuable asset. So the idea with having an FAQ on your website is to address common questions that your CSRs get all the time. So it not only provides quick answers to common questions, but it also demonstrates your knowledge and commitment to customer service. So some example FAQ questions would be like, how much does a new AC unit cost? What's the difference between a heat pump and a furnace? What should I do if my AC is not working? And how often should I get maintenance done? Another thing you can do on these pages is testimonials, and this is really what's going to prove to potential customers that you're going to take care of them and all their concerns, and it allows them to trust you more. You'll also be able to overcome certain concerns and objections, if any. So you can have three different types of testimonials on your website. You can have written testimonials, video testimonials, and case studies. Another thing that your website can do is expand your reach beyond word of mouth for generating leads. And it's going to allow you to reach a new audience. So really what we're doing here is we're breaking free from the word of mouth limitations. And as I mentioned earlier on, word of mouth has limited reach. It has inconsistent growth and it has vulnerability to negative reviews. So word of mouth really is restricted to existing customers and their networks. And relying on these referrals can lead to inconsistent revenue streams. So one month you might do 50K, another month you might do 10. And it's really not consistent. You'll also be really vulnerable, as I said, to negative reviews because one single negative review can spread really quickly through word of mouth and it'll harm your reputation. With a website, you can overcome these challenges by providing a platform to reach a broader audience, and you can control your narrative and manage your reputation proactively. Unlike word of mouth, where you can only reach the network of your past customers, like I just said, having a website will allow you to reach anyone that's in your area that's using the internet. But unfortunately, just having a website wouldn't be enough. You would need to put your website in front of people, or else they'll never see it, which is common sense. This one I want to get into local SEO and Google Maps. And in case you don't know what local SEO is, I don't want to get too technical, but it's basically putting your business in local search results. So your website and your business would show up in your local area on the internet when people look up AC repair in your city. So if you took everything that I talked about in this video and you put two and two together, I'm sure you would be able to understand why you want to start showing up in these search results. So in case you forgot, I'll make it really simple. Everyone's moving to online searches. Younger generations are becoming homeowners. They don't have the connections that you did. They don't have the word of mouth that you did. Websites position you as experts and give potential customers all the information that they need. And you put your website in front of local people with local SEO, and then they get in touch with you. So now I want to talk a little bit about Google Maps, and it's really a crucial component of your local SEO. It's where many people start their search for local businesses. So here some of you might be able to recognize your Google business profile. And basically what it is it's your digital storefront on Google Maps. It includes all the essential information like your business name, your address, phone number, website, hours of operation, customer reviews. And the local pack is where we want your Google business profile to be. So this is the three pack, the top three of businesses that appear at the top of search results for location based queries. And you want to aim to get your business listed in here. Your business can also appear in the organic search results below the map pack. And by optimizing your Google business profile and implementing other local SEO strategies, you can increase your visibility on Google Maps and attract more local customers. Another benefit of having a modern, up to date website is that you can offer online booking and scheduling. This is really convenient for customers. So, what this allows customers to do is go onto your website and book in either a service or a meeting with a comfort advisor. So, this is convenient for many different reasons, such as 24/7 accessibility. It's really quick and easy for customers and it's flexible for them. You can also implement confirmation and appointment reminders. So, these would be like your automatic email and text confirmations. And this also will increase your efficiency. So, by implementing scheduling calendars on your website, it will increase the efficiency of your HVAC company by saving time, reducing time spent on phone calls, scheduling. It's also going to reduce your no shows. It'll optimize your scheduling and improve customer satisfaction. Websites also make it really easy to leverage special offers online. So, special offers are a really powerful tool for attracting new customers, retaining existing ones, and stimulating business during slower periods so they can help increase sales, generate leads, build customer loyalty, and fill appointment slots. So while word of mouth can spread the news about a promotion, a website can offer several advantages above word of mouth, which would be obviously giving you a wider reach. You can also display this detailed information about your promotions much easier than word of mouth. You can also track the results and automate a lot of the processes of applying discounts or generating coupon codes. And there are countless promotion options available. I'm just going to give you a few examples here to sort of get your mind thinking. You can offer discounts, free services, seasonal promotions, referral bonuses, and loyalty programs. Now, I want to really address some concerns about having a website because I know if you're up in 2024, you don't have a website, you obviously don't have one for a reason. So I want to address the cost concerns first. I want you guys to look at websites as an investment, not a cost. So a lot of you guys view websites as a necessary expense, similar to utility bills or office rent. However, this perspective is really short sighted because a website can actually generate significant returns over time. So, the initial cost of building a website might seem daunting, but it's important to consider the potential return on investment. A well designed website can attract new customers, generate leads, and increase sales. By converting website visitors into customers, your website can quickly pay for itself and then more. Everything after that is profit. And I want you to also think about the long term value. So, a website is a long term asset that can continue to provide value over time. It's more than just a digital brochure, it's a platform for building your brand, engaging with customers, and generating leads. So, as your business evolves and it grows, your website can adapt and grow with it. It's an investment in your future success. And a lot of people also have the concern of the time investment for some reason. And yeah, it obviously requires an initial time investment. You want it to be exactly to align with your brand and that sort of stuff. But the benefits continue to accrue without requiring ongoing intensive effort. It's really just in the beginning, and after that, it's sort of like planting a tree, where you invest the time and energy up front, but the rewards, which would be like the shade, the fruit, the improved property value, all that sort of stuff lasts for years with your website. And as I've mentioned before, many aspects of your website management can be automated, which saves you valuable time. So you can introduce tools like scheduling softwares, email marketing platforms, and social media management systems that can handle the routine tasks. Additionally, you can outsource the website maintenance and updates to professionals, which free up your time to focus on the actual core business operations. And based on what I said earlier, again, a proper website can significantly reduce the time spent on repetitive, time consuming tasks. So, for example, Customer inquiries, you can handle that with an FAQ. Scheduling appointments, you have your online calendars, and marketing efforts. So you have your automated email campaigns, social media scheduling that can save time on promotional activities. So by investing time and building a solid website foundation, you'll ultimately save time in the long run and you're going to increase efficiency. So I gave you all this information. You might be thinking, what can I do next? Or what are my action steps? I know it's a lot of text here, but I'll just quickly go through it. First, you really want to assess where you're at with your online presence. So if you have an existing website, you want to look at what works well and what needs improvement. If you don't have a website, you obviously know that you might want to get one. Next, you want to really plan what your goal is with your website. Do you want it to generate leads, build brand awareness, that sort of stuff? Because you can tailor your website to generate whatever outcome you want. Next, you obviously want to build it, and you can either build it yourself on stuff like Wix, WordPress, or you want to consider hiring a professional because it's going to take a lot of time. And with hiring a professional, you want to consider their budget, expertise, and how much they can really customize your website. So after you assess, you plan it, and you build it out, you really want to. That's when you want to start putting it in front of people. Otherwise, it's going to be useless because if people aren't going on it, they're never going to make any sales. So, but the first thing that you should do is optimize your Google Business Profile, get reviews, and you want to build citations. And this is going to be enough to sort of kickstart your HVAC company listing on Google. After your website starts being shown in front of people, you want to actually start engaging with them. So you can use tools like online booking promotions and reviews, and also start implementing automated reminders and confirmations for appointments. The last thing you really want to do is measure and track website performance and make the necessary improvements. So you can look at how many impressions you're getting, which is how many times someone sees the link to click on your website, and compare it to how many clicks you're getting, so how many people are actually going onto your website. It's called your click-through rate, or CTR. And you want to compare that to how many people are actually calling or filling out a form, which is going to be your conversion rate. So the whole point of this video was hopefully to open your eyes and sort of make you understand that if you don't have a website in 2024, you're basically going to be left in the dust in the next couple of years. If you guys had any questions about actually creating a website or where should you start, what you should look for, and that sort of stuff, you can always comment below or hit me up on my socials. I'll have them linked in the description. And if you want a copy of this slideshow that I just shared in this video, I give this stuff all away for free in my Facebook group. So if you want to join that, I'll have a link in the description as well. Thank you.